I'm very happy that we have this opportunity today to speak to David Sanchez, who is the CEO of BOMBERG Watches. The brand is already been introduced to MISTERWATCH community and MISTERWATCH readers as being a bold statement and watches with original design. Later on, we will speak about a special project that we also featured on the cover last year. To start the discussion, I would like to ask you to say a few words about yourself and about the background in the watches industry.
Good. So thank you to you. Thanks also for being present here with all the community of MISTERWATCH, which is quite important to our herd. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to explain it a bit more about what is BOMBERG and what we are doing in Romania. So myself, I'm 42 years old, have 3 adorable daughters, very lucky in my life. I'm in the watch industry since 20 years, working for different companies. I spent 10 years for the Festina Group. I work also for Maurice Lacroix in the past 4 years, and I'm managing now BOMBERG since 2018. Driving this company, which is a very exciting challenge because BOMBERG is, and you will see something which is completely different, different brand, different statement, and something which is quite unique in the Swiss watch industry.
You opened the discussion for the next question because a lot of people know the watch BOMBERG. It's viral on social media. It's obvious a personality you can ignore. But from your point of view as the CEO of the company, how do you transform at this moment? Where is the brand heading to, and where do you see its key strength?
If you just take the name BOMBERG, it explains all the story. Berg in German means mountain, right? And mountain is really one of the key symbols of what you think about Switzerland. When you think about Switzerland, you think about chocolate, banks, mountains, snow. That's the tradition. And bomb is a bomb. So everybody understands the meaning of a bomb. So BOMBERG, it's exactly this idea of proposing something which is totally different than what you can find on the Swiss watch tradition. We are very proud of being Swiss, of course. We respect the tradition, but our understanding on doing watches and jewelry is quite different. So that's the thing with BOMBERG. And why we are unique? Well, everybody likes to say we are unique, and but in BOMBERG it's true in the sense that we are the only Swiss watch and lifestyle company with the price positioning between 500 and 2,000 who propose those kind of products. And I mean, you like it or you don't like it, but our proposal is completely different from what you find in the market in this price range, right? So that's why I always say that basically BOMBERG is the rock and roll alternative of the traditional Swiss watchmaking industry.
I think personally that watches should speak emotions before anything else in our days. How do you comment?
I cannot be more agree with your comment, Konstantin. This is exactly the situation. I mean, you don't need a watch to get the information of what time is it. I mean, you have this information on your mobile phone, on your car. For the people who can go outside and walk outside, and you can also find very easily this information. But a watch inspires emotion, and that's why BOMBERG is becoming more and more popular all around the world, in the sense that we deliver a very strong message. And again, we deliver a message which is quite intense, in the sense you like it or you don't like it. If you don't like it, you say, okay, that's not for me. If you like it, your intention to purchase or to enter in our community is quite strong. And in our price range, which is quite affordable, that's explain why the brand is growing step by step every year.
The brand stepped also in Romania, and last year it was the launching of a special edition loop. We liked it so much that we featured on the
Bravo
watch. And I would like to know your opinion about the project and about this kind of projects that a brand can do to approach local markets.
Yes, so here is the key word: local markets. Of course, BOMBERG It's a worldwide brand. We are present in 25 different countries. But what we like is really being local. That means we can adapt yourself, and we really like to develop local projects, and specifically projects which involves culture, which involve arts, which involve country emotion, And we start with this kind of strategy in Mexico a few years ago. And you can see some very bold watches like the Maya watch that we did in the past. So that means we like to take something which is deep into the culture of each country and interpret it in our products. And doing this in partnership with our local distributor, because this brings emotion, brings something which is quite different to the market, and of course it drives sales. So this is what we are doing in Mexico. We did it also in Taiwan. We did it so in different countries. And of course, for Romania, this is something that we also did thanks to the contact of Albini Prasa. They come to us and they propose a project. And of course, here, Albini Prasa and ourselves, we were looking into what's really in the culture of Romania. And we have this watch, which is the bolt, where you can take out the watch, take it out and put on a chain. So there is always this rotating system. And then Albini Prasa, which is our partner there, works and find this fantastic designer, Sezi, and we start working with them, and then talking, brainstorming, being crazy, say, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Then came the idea of, on one side, Mrs. Pognani, which is really an important sculpture from beginning of the 20th century in a European culture, let's say, and also from Brancusi, and also the loop, the wolf. So combining these two different elements, I think we deliver something which is totally unique. And again, you like it or you don't like it, you feel strange or you love it, but we create an impact. And this drives communication and of course drives sales as well.
I've been researching a little bit about yourself and about your career before our interview. And I allow myself to ask you a question, maybe a little bit besides Bomberg, and would be, how would you describe courage in the watch industry? Coming from a period where everybody is playing safe, and if you ask me, since already the crisis, everybody prefer to play safe. So some of the brands have to be courageous. From your point of view, what would be courage in this watch?
Well, first, we need to recognize that this is really a big crisis for everyone. So everyone is suffering from this crisis. I really hope everyone is safe, healthy, and everyone will be able to survive economically to this crisis. And of course, courage. But what do you mean? Courage nowadays is surviving. And surviving is creativity. If you, in those times and in those moments, if you are just stressed, if you are just with fear and you do nothing, then you can be sure that you will be dead. So with Bomberg, what we try to do as best as we can with what we can do is being creative. Being creative, proposing ideas, developing things, because in our company, most of the people are coming from products. So we are always try to develop new products, new ideas that brings communication, but also that can bring sales even in those challenging times. So for me and for Bomberg, I think that creativity is the main response to crisis. And again, we need to prepare what's coming after the crisis, because situation will improve. That is for sure. Nobody knows when, but it will happen. And I confess, we are working the company, I say, harder than ever, because we want to be ready when things will go better with new products, with new creativity.
One more last thing, because it's about time, and these days everybody is at home. And the description of our magazine, it's the magazine about time well spent. What does time well spent mean for you?
With this crisis, you spend your time completely differently, right? you have a different understanding of time. So like everybody here in Switzerland and like most of the people around the world, I am most of the time at home. So trying to find the best balance between working and taking care of my family. It's a challenge, but it's also opened the eyes on what is most important in life. You know, we are all traveling a lot, working a lot, but at the end of the day, health is the most important, family is the most important. So I think that this crisis opened your eyes also on what's really matter in this life, because life is short. And I have to say that I spend much more time with my kids right now. I'm cooking much more than before. So investing more qualitative time for my family and trying to eat as best as we can in order to stay healthy for the rest of my life. And I hope that when everything will be open, we all will keep this in mind. Because I mean, life is short. We have to do business, we have to be creative, but life is short. So be safe, be healthy, be cool, and take care of your families. That will be my message.